Okay, that was a horrible demonstration.
Wow. Dun, 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 dun. So, wow. This is the part where we just chat. And Scott, like, I just love seeing your beautiful face.
Is he here now, or is he here later? See, Scott knows the assignment. He turned off his video to keep you from being distracted. My God.
Sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, sisters who've seen it.
Hello there.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, listeners. We have a special guest today. Bridge, who is it?
Our epic, incredible,
wow,
amazing, recently married,
yay,
cousin Scott.
Woo!
Thank you for having me.
This is not to be confused with Scott Smalls or whatever. I don't really. Why was his nickname
His
Smalls?
name was Scotty.
Okay. Well,
wait. Are you giving away the movie we're watching?
Oh yeah. What movie are we watching?
So, well, wait. Let's do our intros.
Oh wait.
We're
Who
all.
Are we?
Okay. All right, listeners. Okay. We are the sisters who've seen it, plus Scott, who's not a sister, he's a cousin. The podcast where two sisters and Scott, who are not movie critics, look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
And we have...
Oh, and Scott!
Yes, that's you.
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't know I was allowed to be part of the intro.
Sorry, now you're allowed to be in all the parts. I'm so sorry. We're all here now.
Kate, what's our movie?
Oh, well, Scott, do you want to introduce the movie?
Yeah, Scott, you're the one
Scotty.
You know, I would love to introduce the movie. I feel like it was slightly given away for our listeners who not seen this movie. A lot of you will know Scotty Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. We are listening to the 1993 classic. I heard this is the best year for movies.
Hey, Scott,
It's the best year for movies.
It's the best
year for movies! One day that's going to be perfectly lined up.
The classic. Take it to your backyard.
Ooh.
The Sandlot.
It is
How
a classic.
about this? I read a quote. Roger Ebert called it the summer version of A Christmas Story.
Christmas. Because it's like kid shenanigans?
Yeah, and it's just like, it brings back the feels.
Yeah.
This, by the way, is a kick-ass movie.
This is so good. Still holds up.
Wow. Like, I was like...
Wow.
Wow. I was just like, wow, surprised.
I feel like I found myself quoting this in real life too much and being like, oh no, I say all that because of this movie.
I don't think it's too much ever.
It's never too much.
Never.
And I will definitely say to coworkers, you're killing me, Smalls.
Well,
like,
yeah.
like a lot.
If they are, yeah. I think I said this in the last episode, Bridge, but like, I will say, you kill me, Smalls, to like college kids, and they are like, I don't know that. What do you mean? And then I'm like, get out of my face.
I'm not that small. What do you mean?
Then I just keep calling them small, and they think I'm bullying them. Yep.
Oh, well, that's nice.
All right, so Scott, you recommended this movie. Why did you pick this movie of all the movies?
So I think just growing up, this was probably one of the most watched films in our childhood. We would throw it on like having a sleepover. Everybody just knew it in the background, you know, kind of like when they're doing a camp out, you know, and you're just looking down at the beast going over there. Just throw that on in the background, having some s'mores, and this was the movie that we all just watched like whenever because it was easy and everybody knew it, and you could just turn your head and be like, oh, I know that line. Oh, I know that line. And we all played baseball, some of my friends growing up, and I think that it's just a classic. Start to finish, it's short, sweet, and like I think you said in your last episode, it doesn't have too much plot going on.
Nope.
Anybody can follow it. It eases you in, and it's just got a lot of good one-liners and a lot of good acting, or maybe not so much, but a lot of good lines, I would say.
I had a feeling it was going to be like a baseball connection because I feel like, so Scott's our cousin. cousin, which we said, but you guys were all very athletic. Not that we weren't, but I don't know. It felt different. You guys were like doing every sport ever.
No, Scott, but I remember Scott, since you were a kid, like you could do any sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
You succeeded.
Not lacrosse though. I don't know if I could throw a ball or cradle a ball like that.
Well, we'll let you stay. It's okay.
Yeah, there's no physical test to be on this podcast. Come on.
Thank God.
Well, Scott, would you like to do a mini synopsis?
I would love to. Yeah. So this story takes it back to a summer where we have a summer of 5th grade for Scotty Smalls.
Ooh.
And he is living with his mom and Bill, his stepdad.
Bill!
And
Dennis
unfortunately,
Leary.
Dennis Leary. Good old Bill. This is the story where Scotty Smalls has no friends. He's a self-proclaimed egghead and has trouble getting in with the local crowd. So we're going to take you through what they say over and over and over again is the biggest pickle he's ever been in. They kept saying it over and over and over.
That's true. If you did a drinking game in this movie, every time they said the word pickle. You're dead.
That's true because Benny would go back and forth in the pickle.
Pickle.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of pickles, but not the kind you think.
So it's a uplifting story of someone who thought they weren't going to make it and a kid who found his niche in a group of friends who had baseball in common, and that's about it. And we see the arc of Scotty, and that's it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job.
Wow. Incredible.
Biggest pickle.
And the pickle does involve a dog. And
it does.
Listeners, we're all dog owners here.
And Scott's from New York, so his dog and our dogs are the best dogs known to man. All right?
Scott does not have our dad's Brooklyn accent.
I don't know, though. Scott's more New York than us.
I feel like your part of New Jersey is more New York than upstate New York.
Stop!
He's right.
It's true.
Well, Scott, you know how we get into it.
Let's do it.
And boy, oh boy, did this font title throw you all off. Am I right?
It did. I didn't remember that beginning at all.
Katie.
I blacked out. I don't know. Because it's all him as an adult being a narrator, right? So I knew that part, but I was like, oh, we have to start with you? Okay.
And why did he keep his hat?
That was my number one question.
Like
number one question when it came out of this.
Scott, okay, you're a baseball guy.
Scott, did you have a hat with a brim that was a foot long, away from your head?
Or do you keep a childhood hat? Those things are nasty.
So no to the long brim, but we will get to that because I have notes on that. I have some notes on his long brim hat. But I do have one hat from like Little League that I kept.
Does it fit?
So it's just one of the snapbacks. Of course it fits. You make it fit. But also, I don't think my head has grown.
Wow.
I don't know how about you. Do you grow head each year? Like, is it like height where it just gets
true.
wider?
I don't think it does. Right.
I felt like when you were like a kid, though, to an adult. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, but either way, a snapback, I mean, you can make it fit.
Wow.
So.
Well, there it is, folks. Everyone's got a dirty hat if they're a boy.
If they're a boy. Wow. What a generalization. Okay.
But, Scott, since you listened to this, I gotta get into it, and I gotta get into it quick. It was a time period where people would wear suits with a baseball hat and sneakers. And I was like, this is a look, and also not.
No.
Not a look.
I would not go to the ballpark even if Benny the Jet Rodriguez got me box seat tickets to give a thumbs up at the end of the movie. I would not be wearing a suit and sneakers.
Yeah, exactly.
No deal.
Well, I'm just thinking of like ESPN and all that. I'm like, is anyone dressing like that with like a fishing hat? And I don't think they are, guys.
Questionable.
So yeah, Benny the Jet. He's on the LA Dodgers, Scott. Wow.
He is. I used to live there. Now in San Diego,
I
but
yeah. Yeah, they don't have a baseball team, right?
No. Dodgers do have a baseball team. The Padres actually beat the Dodgers this year.
Oh.
Wait, the Dodgers are San Diego?
Oh boy.
I got lost.
Who's on first?
Who's on first?
What's on second?
This is me right now.
And the Yankees are from New York.
I got lost.
So it used to be the Brooklyn Dodgers. The Brooklyn Dodgers moved to New York. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So you moved to LA.
Okay.
The Yankees are New York. So LA Dodgers lost to the San Diego Padres this year in the playoffs. San
Diego Padres. Got it.
We'll get there. Don't worry about it.
I'm there.
But Benny the Jet was a Dodger. That's true. I mean, I think we're getting to the beginning and the end connect. They bring a full circle here.
They really do. Scott, you mentioned this by saying he was like graduating 5th grade, and I feel really really old looking at those children.
Well, I mean, when I was growing up, I remember I was just thinking, I was like, I looked up to the, like, especially Benny, because he seems like 5 years older than all them. Like,
I think he is.
Even like, yeah, like I was a shortstop, and I was like, oh my God, my idol, all these kids, every time they'd like make a double play and like you'd hear the mitt go, poof, and it would catch, and I'm like, dang, I can do this. And you're like, granted, I was 4 when the movie came out, so like I should be looking up to them, but now I'm like, oh my God, these are like children that I could like push over and they'd fall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
do see you as a I'm just gonna say, you got energy.
Yeah,
Scott.
you do. Yeah. We would suspend you over the beast yard, but I think you'd be successful.
I think he would outrun the beast.
Yeah, that too.
We'll get there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so our narrator, who is Scotty Smalls, not to be confused with cousin Scott, who's not small, describes this memory as the greatest summer of his life, which is cute. And then we immediately cut to kids playing baseball in khakis. Hello?
Well, you skipped a beat. It's the greatest summer of my life, but where I got into the biggest pickle of my life.
Oh, I left out the pickle.
Take
Sorry,
a shot.
guys.
Take a shot.
Yeah, take a sip.
Take a pickle back.
Take a pickle back. There you go. Good. Well done.
Wait. This is a Disney movie, right?
No, this is 20th Century Fox.
Well, that explains it, because I was going on this whole tangent saying, finally, a dad dies and not a mom. We get to see the mom, but it's not Disney, so never mind.
No, 20th Century Fox did like Die Hard Bridge. They're gonna do what they want.
Well, so we learned that his dad dies. We don't know why or how or anything, but then he's got Bill. But I gotta say, Dennis Leary as a stepdad, he wasn't terrible. He wasn't great. He was like, meh, you know? I just wrote woof, but I wasn't upset about it.
Yeah, I guess that's how I feel too.
And then Smalls just Forrest Gumps out of the fucking house. What was that about?
Literally Forrest Gump outfit. Like, if he ran into a cosplaying convention, he would have been Forrest Gump.
And the hat? The fishing hat?
Yeah! Did this come out before Forrest Gump? Because somebody should sue someone.
93. What was Forrest Gump?
I feel like it was after.
Forrest Gump was 1994!
Copyright infringement.
So Forrest Gump ripped off Scotty Smalls?
Wow. I mean,
pretty good.
It's a good movie to rip off.
Well, I got that out. All right, where are we?
Well, we get to the Sandlot, and this is, quote, the greatest place he's ever seen. And I'm gonna let that hang and move on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's just like creeping on the kids, and he's like, yeah, I saw these guys playing baseball, so I'm just gonna hide in these bushes and like, maybe they'll be my friend. And that's not how I teach kids how to make friends, but like, sure, it works, I guess.
But wait. Let's just talk about, though, like, no cell phone, no internet, barely phone calls, okay? Like, this is get out of the house and you just run into people in real life. And I gotta say, I loved it.
Yeah, just tuck your pants in, put your giant hat on, and go run and get to the Sandlot.
I literally thought to myself, I was like, I should join an adult kickball league again, because I want to see people in the real life. Okay?
Rich, just put on your plaid shirt and run outside and see who you run into. Maybe you'll find someone.
Oh my God. But yes, that was kind of awkward, but I also thought, like, how adorable. He's trying to make friends. You know, he's got to go for it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get to the next scene when about his mom, but in this one, the ball, nice hit, Benny. A little too far, though.
A little too far.
Coming to Smalls. Smalls is backing up. Smalls is falling.
Honestly, though, I was like, at least he didn't get hit with a ball. And then 10 minutes later, he gets hit with a ball. But at that moment, I was like, at least he didn't get hit, because I feel like that would have been worse.
Don't be a goofus. Don't be a goofus.
Oh my God, my heart. I was like, yo. Because he's like, what, 12? He's like 12, right?
Yeah, well, like 11.
Fifth grade summer? Yeah, I'd say 10 or 11. Yeah, 11 probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will say, Bridge, you're going to be excited about this. I liked this kid's acting. I felt like he was really good at being awkward. Which, I honestly, like, if you're gonna do something as a kid, that's the best choice to go, because most of the kids are awkward anyway, so he did great.
Wait, can I just show the two of you, since we are on Zoom?
Oh, I gotta see this.
No. Oh my God, guys, I don't think...
Wait, are you pulling up a...
I don't think Smalls ended up so well.
Is he not small anymore?
Oh no, guys.
Wait, was that not him at the end of the movie?
Oh no, guys.
Wait, I have a screen in front.
This is not good.
Oh boy.
Arrested for headbutting a cop? What the
I mean, it says drunkenly headbutting.
You know, his mouth still looks small. I don't know.
All right, so I want to get that out of the system. Continue.
Okay.
Don't be a goofus.
Damn, he did not follow that advice.
So he picks up the ball after he has to pick up the ball there. And how far does he throw it? How would you estimate? Like
about
from
1 inch.
About 1 inch.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when you teach 3-year-olds to throw a ball, like, they throw it a lot further than he did. So if you consider that good acting, then sure, we're on the same page.
Ooh, wow. Scott's throwing it down.
Is Scott gonna be the kid critic today? That's good. I don't need to wear the hat.
Awarded the kid critic.
For you. Your 1 foot long brimmed hat.
That's what he says. He goes, my life is over, and runs away.
But you know what, though? When you're 11, it is over. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
He put himself out there.
He's done.
And his stupid stepdad won't frickin' throw a ball with him.
Honestly.
He's just trying to make friends, and he's a new kid in a new state, guys.
I blame a lot of what happens in this movie on Bill, because I think we all could have avoided this nonsense if he just used words and spoke to his stepchild.
Yep. I love how he says, Bill, I mean, Dad, Bill.
So awkward.
Like, oh no.
Oh. Yeah, and then the mom at some point, she literally goes to Scotty and she's like, can you just, like, make some friends already? God, you're always in the house. And I was like, it's nighttime, lady. What even?
Get into trouble for crying out loud.
Yeah, I was like, that's aggressive. Like, stop being a peer pressurer. Ugh.
I mean, but it was the best summer of his life, guys, so was she wrong?
Well, he didn't make friends because of her peer pressure. He made friends because Benny was, guys, ready for the keyword? Benny was an upstander because he stood up for Scotty, except when he then secretly was like, we actually just needed a 9th person, but it's because we'll be your friend. I was like, okay, I mean.
No, I thought he was sweet and genuine.
Yeah.
And even with the 9th person thing, I was like, he's still cool.
He did give him a glove, so I was like,
and a hat.
And a hat.
He told him to get rid of the big fishing hat.
You got a fireplace? Yeah,
Scotty didn't listen to that, so,
Throw it in there.
Yeah, my God.
That was well played. He's like, what? Yeah, I got a fireplace.
Do you think this is just like a true love story between Smalls and Benny? Because, like,
you know,
Smalls follows him all the way to adulthood.
The thumbs up at the end.
Yeah.
They had a look.
I mean,
could be.
Sparks flew.
That's a hot romance. One summer as a kid. The My Girl for Men.
Nobody dies in this one. That's better.
That's true.
Oh
wow,
God.
but guess what? Oh, go for it, Scott.
No, I just wanted to comment on who carries around a glove and a hat in their back pocket.
I thought it was in his pants, and I got nervous about germs.
I was like, that is so generous, but like, man, that timing is impeccable and also very awkward to be moving around as a baseball player with a full baseball mitt or a full extra hat.
I mean, Scott, he's just that cool.
I guess so.
And also, we said it earlier, someone said it earlier, but Benny was like a 20-year-old, but not creepy hanging out with.
He was trying to avoid the draft or whatever was going on at the time. He's like, I'm actually an 11-year-old, guys. Ask my friends.
I'm not going to Vietnam.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow. Well, I honestly was so surprised that Smalls then became an incredible player pretty quick.
It was not real.
Yeah.
that doesn't happen.
Benny literally goes, you just gotta have fun. That's the secret. Yep, that's what all the pros do. Okay.
Get out of your head.
Yeah.
Would you have, like, if I told you ever had a paper out, would you know what that meant? I didn't know. I was like, is he saying throw a paper airplane? Is that how people describe throwing paper airplanes?
That would have made more sense, I think, but...
You ever had a paper out? He's like, yeah, once I helped a guy, And he's like, just let go. Just let go. And then he just, like, rips it all the way from the outfield into second base. And they're like, okay, this kid can play.
Yeah, isn't that, like, one of the farthest throws, too? It's like...
yeah.
I mean, it was just, like, to throw it 3 inches, to throw it then, like, probably, like, 50 yards is, like, it's pretty good. It's a good throw.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do like also how the kids turn pretty quickly, because it just kind of shows all their personalities, how they're all like, boo, this kid sucks. He's an L-7 weenie.
Oscar Mayer.
That needs to be
Dodger
said
dog.
more. Yeah. And then when he starts playing well, they're all like, yay, now we like you. It's like, okay.
I love how he goes, shut up, yeah, your face looks like a duck.
They're ripping on each other kept me alive.
Porter, who is
Porter,
the Great
Hambino.
Hambino.
Holy, I was laughing out loud at his jokes the entire movie.
He's good, yeah.
Yep.
And by the way, as an adult, he literally looks exactly the same.
Yeah, I know. He's got the same
version.
Face.
It's like nothing changed. He literally
the Great Hambino.
Does he have a disease?
It's a Great Hambino. Yeah.
Oh my god,
it's easy.
I also really like Squints. I know he's a fan favorite. He's got some good parts, but
Squints Palador
wasn't a part. I hated him. I was all about it. I thought he was great.
He was so his facial expressions were so animated,
and the teeth. He just got it's like that big teeth that he could just like.
And those glasses,
get him out.
those dark brim glasses.
Just killing him with the glasses.
So I have some questions. Do you think Squints is because he squints?
Yes, I do.
Is because he says. Well, yeah is because he says yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Squints is because it's like Squints?
I mean, I think so.
For those that cannot see Scott, he is squinting his eyes.
Giving some acting now.
And and he doesn't have glasses, but I know what he's doing, and I love it. Oh my god!
Because I never knew why they called him that, and I only was thinking about it while rewatching it, prepping for a podcast.
I love it. I love it so much.
Nobody else had a nickname though, right? Wasn't it just those two? Ham, Squints, and Smalls. And Smalls didn't ask for his fucking nickname, and his is kind of rude. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, too. Yeah. And then Benny the Jet.
Wait, what about the repeater? The brother that just repeats?
But they don't have nicknames. They're just here's the brothers. Blue, blue, blue.
I thought he was called Repeat. No?
I don't think so.
The Colossus of Clout.
I think I don't think they called him Repeat. He didn't get talked too much also because I think he was a 5-year-old because we had a big age range happening with these children.
Scotty, I want you to only say yeah this entire episode. Thank you.
You two continue. Yeah.
Okay, we kind of meet the Beast, right? But he's behind the fence because the other ball goes and they're like, no, don't go to the fence. And in my mind, I was like, this doesn't sound like a dog. This sounds like a Jurassic Park velociraptor.
Same year, Bridge. So, could have been.
But I feel like this moment of there's a neighborhood story and it's so over the top and there's definitely somebody like Squints that always just is like, no, this is the real story. And you didn't have the internet to look it up and you didn't have any photos and proof. And this is just how stuff worked. And I loved it. And I miss real life.
I mean, I would argue this kind of stuff still happens on Twitter, but yeah.
Yeah, but it just depends on what you liked in your algorithm. It's not as organic.
Wait, did you guys have? I mean, Bridget, I know we grew up together, but we were different ages. But did you guys have a local urban legend like this? Because I feel like I can think of at least one.
Yeah.
What was the one you're thinking of, Bridge?
I don't know. I just know there's gotta be some. I don't know. But
okay. See, Scott, I feel like you guys could have some because y'all live near a lake and a cornfield. Ooh. And there's lots of potential murders that could happen there.
Yeah, there actually was not murders.
Our fucking faces.
Too casual.
Okay.
Well, no, so we live on a dirt road, and it was this child camp, that was across.
I remember that. I used to always think it was like Crystal Lake with Jason.
Yeah. Well, no, it was there was a drug dealer there that got busted and was dealing drugs out of upstate New York. Cars were coming in and out all the time, and but we would go over there when we'd have people over and walk into the different cabins and stuff, and that was some scary stuff.
I definitely did that with Jenna.
Yeah. Oh,
your
yeah.
sister and Tammy, the neighbor.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Tammy,
God.
Yeah. Yep.
Terrifying.
Wow, that's a long place to drive for drugs because you guys were all spread out up there, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Not
You're
a good marketplace. The one I can think of from childhood is Bridget. When we lived in the second house in the woods that we lived near, there was a rumor that there was a panther and that someone saw it, and then we would go look for the panther in the woods.
I've never heard that, but I love it.
That was probably just me and my age group, and I didn't ever see the panther, so
God, I love it.
Just like the bees.
But the way Squints tells this story,
oh,
army.
We gotta hold on. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. We gotta dial it back for.
Okay.
We're missing a very important.
Okay, let's go back. What happened?
All right. So after the L-7 wiener, right? He's like, all right, we're gonna bring this kid on. L-7 wiener, dog, foot long. But before that. When Squints the ball goes over his head, and this happens twice. It happens with his dad and in the scene where he goes and gets the ball and he's like, and he just runs it all the way to the pitcher. I think that is one of my, I was just like cracking up. And one of the quotes that I do in my real life, like often is like, the hell's he doing? Like, the Hambino, you gotta go back to that scene. It's just so good. Where before he pulls him aside, he's like, "Hey man," and then he says, "You just stick your glove in the air. I'll take care of the rest."
Yeah, that's how you do baseball.
And that is the best hit of his life. Like not any home run he's ever hit.
The accuracy
to snipe his glove and have him be like, "Oh, this kid's okay."
I know, and that's when everyone's like, "He's great." And I was like, "Guys, he didn't even do anything."
He throws it like all the way in.
I love that you brought that up because I laughed so hard and I thought that's a very smart technique to not get laughed at by throwing.
That's true. He knew he could only throw 1 inch, so
and
he's gonna run.
Stump, so we know he can run.
Yeah. He is Forrest Gump. Oh my god.
He puts it in the glove. The guy has his mouth open, and he looks at him. He goes, "Sorry," and runs away. And then he's like, "Okay, I'm ready for the next one."
Oh my god, he was so good. I loved him.
Yeah.
I loved everybody. Okay, Scott, are we allowed to move forward?
Okay, we're allowed to move.
Okay, I wrote at this part, Squints deserves an Oscar for this performance where he retells the story of the Beast. Yeah, because it's very great. Very drama, exaggerated. He says like really ridiculous things in here, by the way, that I don't know if I ever noticed before, where he says a part where you go, and then the police got involved because people reported all the missing thieves.
He got eaten.
In my mind, I was like, who's looking out for thieves?
Yeah.
Like, who's being like, I heard that my cousin Tony was going to rob you, and he didn't, and he's been missing, and he really should have gotten that robbery done already.
But see, I think that's what helps this movie is like, it's not that it doesn't take itself seriously, it's that it does a lot of stuff from like a kid perspective. Like, it's about kids, but you're also seeing it through their eyes and their like thought process.
Katie.
That's the same with the Beast, because every time you see him before you actually see him, it's like a ridiculous sized T-Rex dog puppet paws and like stupid. And you're like, that's not what we're doing, movie, right? And the movie's like, no. They just haven't like looked at it.
And I got annoyed at first. At first I was like, why are we doing like a paper mache dog? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I like loved that. I was like, woo!
But now that you're saying it from like the kid's perspective, I'm like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, even with the whole like telling the story.
Yeah, they have his legs going through. It's like his legs are like, what is it, like
legs. Oh, it's great.
And he throws out like 3 pounds of like dinosaur bones back. He's like,
I love it.
Like they literally could just use their eyeballs and like look. By the way, this was an amazing treehouse, and
really good.
I want a treehouse. I think
they built this specifically for this movie.
Where is it now? Is it in the tree still?
It exists now.
What?
Stop
oh my God.
Question, and also to make you laugh hard, Katie, because you'll get this. So, Scott, my husband is obsessed with Utah because he's stationed there in the Air Force and he loves to ski. And the moment I put on this movie, he goes, based in Utah. And so if we want to go see that treehouse, we got to go to Utah by some of the mountains.
It's in Utah?
I've driven there twice from here. I mean, come on. I'm going there tomorrow.
Please go to the treehouse and take a picture of you hoisting Mose on a piece of rope into the dog yard.
All right, I have a memory bank that I want you all to remember. As cousins, which one of us had a treehouse that basically ended up like falling apart? Do you all remember?
What?
Come on.
No. It must have been like,
not us.
Like Jimmy or something stupid?
Not Ryan and Brandon, not us.
Ryan and Brandon.
They had a treehouse?
Yes! You don't remember?
Where? No, where?
It was so terrible.
It was in their yard? There were trees there?
It was terrible.
In their backyard, and it was so tiny. And I feel like Uncle Jerry built it. And I remember going in like once, and it was like the wood had rotted, and like then the next time they were like, "You're not allowed on that."
Oh God!
You guys don't remember that?
No.
I mean, you're also older than us, so maybe it was rotted by the time we.
Maybe it rotted away before we were old enough.
Just call me Benny, you know.
Yeah,
Bridget's Benny.
Yeah. Bridget's 10 years older than us. Just
God damn it. All right, moving on. Coolest treehouse ever.
Treehouse is great. We're scared of the beast.
Yep.
It's a dinosaur dog puppet.
Wait, Katie, when they have Squints, right, has the flashlight, and I wrote in my notes, he's like, the legend of the beast. And I was like, this is Katie with her friends. Like, she'd be the one popping off the
100%.
flashlight, and she'd be like, take a seat, because I gotta tell you a story.
I probably started the Panther rumor, and I just, like, mentally blocked it out of my mind, because it's embarrassing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would definitely be me.
Yeah.
Okay, so they come out of this, like, camp out treehouse thing, and now we're friends, and... Oh, I have, you know what comes next, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Get on your uncomfortable, maybe Sagittary, questionable concerns, because we got Wendy Peppercorn.
Oh, Wendy Peppercorn is coming in.
Wow. Say that last name 3 times. Peppercorn. Pickle, peppercorn. Pickle.
It's a lot.
Pickle, peppercorn.
Wendy Picklecorn.
And then Benny wants to play baseball, and they're like, nah, we're about to go to the pool.
They're like, Betty, take a pause.
They say pool honeys, I think, right?
Oh my God, they
the
did?
Pool honeys!
What? I didn't even catch that.
I think that's it. When he's like, anybody who wants to be a Cat Hackett pennywaist who wears their mama's bra, raise your hand. And they're all like, yeah.
I love that you know that, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize they said pool honeys. That's a lot.
I'm pretty sure, like, the pool honeys.
These children have not gone through puberty yet, except for Benny, but gosh.
It cuts straight to Hambino just walking, I remember you.
I died at that.
He is the funniest freaking character. I'm telling you, every scene he was in, I was laughing. Oh
he's incredible. Yep. Even when he, like, we missed this part, but when he pointed to the thing.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah, so, I think they're swimming in the pool. This is where Squints is
they're standing because Squints can't swim.
Well, Squints, but right before that, he's like, there she is every day, oiling,
lotioning.
I was like,
she don't know what she's doing.
Okay, but to be honest, like, remembering the scene and watching it, it wasn't as bad as I expected.
It's not. It's really not. It's funny.
This, like, kind of is okay because he was the younger one and he's like an idiot. And then she reprimanded him accordingly.
And then at the end, married him with 9 children.
I hated that part.
9 children. Damn, girl.
No.
I didn't remember that. Oh my God.
Yeah, they just like casually toss it in there like, anyway. That's him. Normal, right? Bridge, did you think of Broad City with this? Because they spoof this scene in Broad City.
No, I don't remember that.
It's where Abby is, she's teaching like a water aerobics class to like senior citizens at the gym. And then an old guy, they go, Squints is drowning. And it's like an old guy face down. So she does the mouth to mouth. And then they're like, he's faking it, Abby. And she goes, Squints, this is the 3rd time you've done this. Amazing. I love it.
That. I love it.
Squints.
Yes,
there he is.
So good. But I literally, I think the only thing I didn't like about the scene is that when he like would come near the pool again, she would like smile at him. I'm like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, no.
You would like give the kid the finger, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, can I tell you what I didn't like about it?
Yeah. Tell us.
I was a lifeguard for almost 10 years.
Right.
We forgot.
The local pool.
Community pool.
If you might need to rewatch this. Wendy Peppercorn's dive, 6 at best.
Wow.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. You gotta straighten it up, Wendy. Come on.
She did take a little bit of time to like take her whistle off, and then Squints would be dead.
Not good.
Have you had to save someone?
I have had to like pull somebody in, but I only did like one summer in a pool. Most of my lifeguarding was in a lake.
But did you have to save someone?
The only save I had to do was I jumped off the stand, and from sand, you don't just jump straight in. You run in and kind of dive in, and I had to pull somebody who was like drowning and jumped on somebody else because they couldn't swim and was like drowning that other person. I had to like pull them off of the other person and like pull them in literally like 5 feet.
You are a real life hero, Scott.
I mean, I don't think so, but
I think you're a hero, and I also thought that story was gonna end with you had to pull someone away from an eel attacking them because there were eels in that lake. Or is that it wasn't another urban legend story that I have in my brain?
No, that's true.
It wasn't my lake though that you were both swimming.
Why were there eels in your lake, not others?
I mean,
Uncle Dave, what's he doing?
Uncle Dave.
Got some Lake Placid stuff going on there. I don't want to know.
But shout out to Pine Plains Beach. Those are good times.
Woo!
But anyway, not so good of a dive by Wendy Peppercorn. And then second thing, she jumps straight in, goes straight to the mouth. She's giving them some air, and then listening to the chest. The way they teach CPR, anybody who knows CPR, dude, breaths are out the window.
You're pumping. That's
Even
right.
back in 93, you alternated. You know, you did chest compressions, and then she doesn't know her CPR. I mean, she'd be fired on the spot.
She might have wanted him to die, on the inside.
Maybe. Wow. But then that face, though. that face, he just like smiled, like, and then straightened up, and they're like, he looks like a dead fish.
I love it. That's so good. Oh my God.
Wow.
Love it.
We're teaching CPR, we're teaching how to save lives, and we're teaching how not to be a creep.
Yeah, a lot of lessons here today.
Yep.
Wow.
There'll be a quiz later.
But don't worry, what's next, guys? Night game!
Night game! That's like fun. Like this.
Night game is fun.
I feel like this part makes me really think of like summertime because it's like, it's 4th of July and we're outside at night, but it's hot out and it's a great day. And
Hambino's eating everything.
And Ham's eating everything. And I don't
but you know
listen.
You know what was nice about that? It's because Katie and I do this a lot. It's like fat phobia is wild in the 90s. They only gave him like one eating scene, and then he got to still stick up for himself, and it wasn't a big deal. They didn't make his entire identity being fat.
Yep.
And he was also still an athlete on the team. So they weren't like, Ham sucks because he's whatever.
Yeah, he can't run. No, he was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Ham's hitting home runs and becoming a professional wrestler. Ham is a killer.
He's a professional athlete now. That's right. But guys, we don't have time for a night game because we have baseball bully.
Dude, such a fun scene.
Wait, fucking
Scott, do you know the back and forth? Because someone needs to look up these quotes.
I thought about writing it down. I did not write it down.
I actually wrote like all the quotes, and then I picked my favorite 2. Oh. And so I was like, anybody can just Google that, but I can't do all the quotes.
Oh my God.
I just remember the one where the one like baseball bully kid is like, you eat dog crap for breakfast and you like it. And I was like, I like that twist on there.
No, it's you bob for apples in the toilet and you like it. Because he turns back, he goes, you bob for apples in the toilet and you like it.
Like it.
But they're like, fart sniffer.
Oh my God.
Like, all these different silly ones. And then they end not so,
they're
I would say.
a little sexist.
Hashtag rude.
A little, just a little.
Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now. I know. Ghostbusters with women. Everybody was like, but I'm here for the female Sandlot.
Okay. I do feel like there was a weird sequel to this where they included one girl, and I think it was trash. So,
No.
I know.
Did not see Sandlot 2.
Yeah.
No,
opted out.
This was the funniest exchange back and forth, and it was so relevant to like their age again, like the things that they went back and forth on, and then ending with "you play ball like a girl."
The drama. My God.
And he was like so offended, and it's like, most girls are probably better than you, actually, to be honest.
Probably. Well, that team sucked. Like they were rough. So bad. I was like, guys, I know the Sandlot kids only play baseball, but like you guys are so terrible. Why are you on a team? What's happening?
Porter as a catcher, just making comments.
Amazing.
Oh,
amazing.
Boy.
I got Scott. Amazing. I feel like we played some family anything. That would be my favorite part of anything. It's just trash talking.
The trash
talking is the best.
Is that your sister out in left field naked?
Think she'd go out with me?
You're my dog. I'd shave your butt.
Oh my god!
Tell you to walk backwards.
Yeah,
so good.
So I was just like, okay, LOL. We beat the bullies, whatever. And then, guys, they go to the carnival.
Yes, celebrate.
Yo, who has taken? Has anyone tried chewing tobacco?
No.
Really?
No,
Have you?
Nope.
Yeah.
Ew. Why?
Big Chief?
Are you the Great Hambino?
I actually am. I am the great. No, I lived with baseball players in college.
Oh, you did. That's
and
true.
they had it everywhere. And by the way, it was so disgusting because they would like leave cups around. And let me tell you, college drunk people, everyone, you're so afraid they're gonna pick up that spit cup. But anyway, so I was like, okay, I want to try this because this is all you do. Dude, it's disgusting.
Wait, so you packed a lip?
I packed a little one, and it like has little like it feels like it's like little razors that like numb your mouth, and it's like disgusting. And so seeing kids take a wad that big, I laugh so hard.
But they're not like putting it in their lip.
I know.
They're putting it in their mouth.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. And
you chew, of course.
Of course.
The best part is like they didn't do like beers, right? They weren't having like beers or anything.
Right.
Like, this was so cute to their like love of baseball. I loved it.
It's what the pros do.
Oh my god, what a good song for that part.
Katie, I got a story for you about this song.
Oh god.
Okay, so I know you're a big drummer. Okay.
Band.
I also played percussion.
Yes,
you
all
did.
of high school. And so when we did marching band, I was on the quads to this song. And I had a solo to this song when we marched. So it was like tequila, and then I go and then just keep it.
That's awesome.
Oh, when that came on, I was like, I just like started jamming.
Like, everything's a drum now. Oh
guys,
my god.
Scott is so amazing, but he's married, okay?
Yeah, Scott, this is a good resume builder for you. If you're looking for a new job, like we're really getting all the skills.
Percussion, yep.
He's playing sports.
Baseball.
He saves
married,
lives.
Lifeguard.
Okay? He's amazing. He's our cousin.
He reported a drug dealer at a children's camp, maybe. We don't know.
I did. That was before my time.
Yeah.
But let's talk about getting into the heist and all of the inventions to try
we gotta get there. We gotta get there.
Ball back,
well,
guys.
Bridge, this all starts off because they call this like an omen, I think, which is where Benny hits a brand new baseball and the skin something.
Busted the guts out of the baseball.
Busted the guts, yeah.
Wait, Scott, has this ever happened?
No, absolutely not.
Nobody does that, right?
I've broken a bat before. Once.
Wow. On a ball? What kind of ball is it?
On a person?
On a fence?
It was
on a car?
on a person, yeah. No, I broke a bat once, but I've never busted the guts out of a ball.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be really hard to me, I'd be like, well, somebody just didn't stitch up this ball, clearly, but okay.
I know, right there.
That's what I would think.
It's probably because they're paying 98 cents for a ball.
Oh
I know.
God.
It's crazy.
Oh, also, I wanted to come back to Benny is saying he's taking care of everybody. He's like, I got everyone at the park. And then they're like, wait, we can't afford a baseball?
This is a good point. Scott, this is a good point because later in the
Scott.
movie, Benny busts out brand new motherfucking shoes.
Yeah, the PF Flyers. You
right
kidding
out of
me?
the box.
I'll tell you guys, my cousin Scott also is great at math, okay? That's his profession.
No. That's a lot of tickets. If everyone's going on that ride, that's a lot of tickets.
Scott, I want you to just make up a math test for your students only about Sandlot math equation.
If Smalls doesn't know how to play baseball.
If Smalls' hat is 2 inches longer than Johnny.
How long is an actual pickle versus a baseball pickle?
First off, though, also pickle. That's bad base running. He should not be getting that pickle. That's another conversation.
Yo, they made the pickle his whole personality.
I know, and he always scores on it. But no, like any good defense would get him out and be like, "That was really bad base running. You're off the team."
Oh my god, Katie, we would never even think of this. Wow.
Like you don't overturn third base to the point where you get in a pickle.
God.
You get in a pickle, that means you made a mistake, and they should get you out. But he's so nifty, shifty, and he just tricks them with the same move every time?
Yeah.
No.
And can I tell you, these Converse sneakers that they're all wearing, or versions of them, the PFY, Katie, that was our dad.
Yeah,
our dad in
I
the
know.
60s
Yeah.
was absolutely a huge baseball player. And that was why up until he was like in his 30s, would wear high top Converse.
And they were white. They were all white. Risky move getting white shoes.
Wow.
Say.
Anywho.
Sharon noticed them. Sharon, my wife, noticed them and was like, wait, they're wearing Converse? And I was like, dude, Converse were like old school, like the Chucks. They were the baseball shoes back in the day.
Yeah.
But
make any
not
kid
so much
run
anymore.
faster than whatever they say
the beast.
later. And the beast.
Okay.
All right, so we lose that ball. So then this is where Scotty's like, guys, don't fucking worry. I got my own ball. It's not mine, but I'm not gonna tell you that. Let me go get it. And he gets this ball, and then Scotty gets his first home run, and oh, bitch. He hits it over the fence.
My life is over.
I mean, it kind of was.
First of all, I know you both joked about the plot, but this is the cutest storyline ever.
It is.
That he doesn't know who Babe Ruth is, and then he
Baby?
finds who is she? Who is she?
Some lady gave it to him.
Lady.
I love it, and it's what's so good about that is everyone can agree you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. Like, it's like, no, that's not good. And then Dennis Leary, well,
I don't want to piss him off. He's scary.
I wouldn't want to piss off Bill.
Yeah.
But here we are. He has to admit he doesn't know who Babe Ruth is, and then the heist begins. And that's some good teammates right there.
That was, yeah.
They don't just say goodbye, good
They
luck.
fanned him. Yeah,
They fanned him, and then they went and scoured the neighborhood to find bottles, to get money, to get a new ball, to put it where the old ball was.
And then Benny signs it because he's like a calligrapher. He's been studying this for years.
Well, he is in 12th grade, so he's probably the only one who learned cursive at that point.
They don't teach that anymore.
Yeah.
They don't teach it. Nobody can sign their name, but Benny can.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
I love it.
These heists were great.
They were amazing.
I loved everyone. I thought they were so funny. First, we're going to do a stick, and then and then they try to like keep upping it from there. And it's a lot of the what is it, erector sets?
Oh yeah, the erector set.
Oh,
yeah, the one that hit his mom in the forehead.
Oh yeah, that was rude.
God. Wait, why did we make Squints the lookout person? Can we talk about that?
Wait, when you say it like that, that is actually a great question.
Because he squints.
Yo.
Yeah, he does have the worst eyesight. What?
Oh my god. But I loved this. This was funny.
Yeah, because it's just the kids all screaming in horror every like 2 minutes. Something good. And then the dog would like explode whatever they tried to use. I literally wrote, somebody needs to get this dog on a talent show because this dog can throw things like so high in the air. It's impressive.
It was like, good try.
Yeah.
Yo. And then Scotty, aka being like...
No.
Wait, who?
No,
Who? You mean Yeah?
Yeah is not Scotty.
This Scotty.
Our cousin Scotty.
Cousin Scotty, aka Yeah. Okay, you're right. I got
you.
No.
Katie, all I thought about was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Rick Moranis.
Oh my god, that was so Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was 1989.
Imagine if Yeah found some shrunk kids in that fucking yard. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Dude,
I question though there, like, he has the ball.
Yeah.
He looks up, the dog's in his face.
Throw the ball.
And it's gone from an electronic paper mache massive beast to a regular dog.
Exactly.
It is. It's a regular
and
dog.
then they say, get him out of there! Get him out of there! They pull him up, he drops the ball, and he goes...
Yeah. See that? I was like, wow, yeah, it's cracked. Okay.
Why are you dropping the ball? Just go, throw it over the
I thought the same
Yes.
thing. Just throw it. That you play baseball. This should be natural.
I know.
Oh my god.
And Hammy lost the footing.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Come on, Hammy.
My god. Can we though talk about how the hero Benny
Benny.
has a dream? He had a dream.
Yeah, it was a
dream.
Yeah. Okay.
And
we
guys,
did.
legends never die.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Done.
Is that English? What is, if it doesn't die, is it what's better? I don't get it.
I have a baseball question, just for Scott, I suppose.
I'm here. That's why you brought me on.
Wasn't Babe Ruth kind of like a drunk?
Babe Ruth, his stats are impeccable.
Okay, well, I mean,
can't
like
speak
his
to his
drinking
alcoholism.
stats.
No, I can't think of his drinking stats right now.
Okay.
I hope they were
Because in
decent.
my brain, I was kind of like, wouldn't that be really funny if this was like a super drunk Babe Ruth? They'd be like, hey, Benny, let's go get the ball. Let's just get in there. And then Benny, you know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I think he's historic for like how good he was, but like he didn't have like the body type of a like normal like athlete. Like he was a little overweight, but like pitchers can get away with that. And he started his career as a pitcher, and then he transitioned to a regular like player that was a non-pitcher. And I mean, he was a home run hitter. He was amazing. I think his career average was like 340 or something, which is not very common for like power hitters.
Wow.
But I'm boring you two. But I did want to point out in the dream, this is for all the baseball listeners out there. I know you have a lot of them.
Woo!
This was a small, subtle detail I never noticed until this rewatch. So he's walking out and he grabs a thing that says Henry Aaron. He goes, I don't know why, but can I have this? Did you catch that?
Wasn't that James Earl Jones?
No.
Oh.
I don't know who James.
Yes.
I thought that was who James Earl Jones' character is later.
Yes.
No. I don't know. Is that who it's supposed to be?
I thought so.
Anyway, Henry Aaron is Hank Aaron, who like broke all of Babe Ruth's like records and like holds like a lot of records.
Oh, so it's probably not James Earl Jones.
I think James Earl Jones was a like fake person.
Okay.
I think he just like it was a fake person that was in the movie that said he knew, Babe Ruth.
Oh, that's so
George? Oh, you knew George?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Fun fact.
But that was a small scene that I was
wrong,
like,
I was going to say, on trivia, that's a good trivia question. It's not James Earl Jones, everyone. So just remember that.
A.K.A. Darth Vader.
Yes. The voice.
I love this.
So, Babe Ruth, who may or may not be drunk, says, first, he calls Benny rubber legs, which I was like, a little rude, but I understand where you're coming from. And he basically says, just fucking go for it, bro, get the ball. What's the big deal? It's just the dog.
Legends
and then
never die.
Benny's like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Dude, getting out new sneakers. This could have been a freaking Nike commercial. Getting out
Dude!
those new... Yo, I'm here for that Super Bowl commercial. Is Benny puts on different shoes and runs the beast?
Wait.
I buy those shoes.
Hold on, we need to trademark that right now, because that is
Trademark,
such a good idea, and they recreate. They can use the same actor now. Oh my god, that'd be so fun. I'd buy those shoes.
I would
Saying
too.
Right now. If any advertisers are listening right now.
Let's freaking do it. But this is what I remember from this movie. I remember Benny running around the entire town.
Oh, yeah.
And I just remember thinking, like, this is so fun. And somehow, like, the Fitbit number, I mean, it's at least 100,000 steps.
Definitely.
But for him to eventually get back to the Sandlot, I loved it. It was so good.
Yeah, I mean, this dog is jumping over fences. He jumped through a glass window.
Yikes.
I don't think my dog could do that.
I would say unnecessarily.
Definitely.
Like, he opened the door. And
he
the
could have opened the door.
Most dogs just like nudge their head, and he was like, I'm going to go through this window, and then I'm going to go through this movie theater. Like, no big deal.
He was out for blood. Yeah.
Yep. And then I just want to talk about, there were a lot of dog balls. We kept seeing them. They just put the dog balls were all over the place.
See, we're all dog owners, so we all know.
Yep.
So,
And then can I also talk about the star transitions? Do you remember those? Where it was like, pew!
Oh, yeah.
It was like PowerPoint, like where is Benny? Where's Benny? Is he coming to the stand like, pew? And then he comes around the corner, coming through, and the dog rips his shirt. Star transition. Yep,
this scene was so long, this whole chase sequence,
was really
that they
long,
went through like 2 whole songs, like fully played.
Yeah.
They did Wipeout, and then I don't know what the other one was. It was just like some dramatic music, but it literally ended by the time they finally got back to the yard. And then Bridget, I cut this out of our last episode because of timing, but our sister Mary, when she was little and watching this movie for the first time, had a literal emotional breakdown when this fence fell on this dog, and she started crying hysterically because she thought the dog was dead.
Mary!
Which is like, but then the dog was okay.
But Scotty Smalls was like,
yeah, it was
Benny,
sad because the
me.
dog's just laying there like,
oh yeah.
No, but like, it is sad. Like, think
is.
about it.
Yeah, he got squished by a fence.
And I feel like this is when Smalls really stepped up.
He did. He became Lark. Couldn't say with straight face. Sorry.
But Benny helped him. We saved the dog. It went under the house. Showed him all the balls. Not his balls, the baseballs.
Oh, glad you didn't do that one.
Baseballs for the rest of the summer. We can play forever. I loved it.
So good.
And then we go, okay, it's like James Earl Jones. It was funny when he was like, why didn't you just knock on my door? And they're like, Squints!
Squints! Stupid, yeah.
But like,
we still got the ball back.
Yeah, I thought it was like, it's cute, whatever. And then they connected to, I know Babe Ruth, and we were on the same team, blah, blah.
Yeah, so I did check. Can I give some historical information? So, Babe Ruth was in the 30s. Hank Aaron retired in the 70s. So, too far apart to have played together.
Didn't this movie take place in the 60s?
Oh, I don't know when the movie took place.
Wow, Katie's throwing down some math.
Anyway.
I don't know. I don't know. I just know that was a fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
Know. But, James Earl Jones is cool, and he's like, listen, guys, you can come on down anytime, talk baseball, and then, you can hang with my cool dog, and here's a shirt with his name on it. And I was like, this is the best ending ever.
Hercules.
This is the best ever.
The mascot.
The dog
so
is
cute.
always there in all the games. I loved it.
It's so
that was
cute.
Good, yeah.
A little dog.
And then Big Smalls watches his lover Benny in
the sexual tension thumbs up at the end.
Oh my god.
That's his final pickle.
No, he doesn't get a pickle. He steals home.
Never mind, no pickles. Sorry.
The Jets steal it home. The Jets steal it home.
And I'm going to tell you right now, he stole my heart because I was just crying this whole movie.
I got emotional.
I love this movie.
Yeah, it was great. And then the whole and here's what happened to everyone when they grew up. Very Stand By Me, but I don't think anyone dies in his flashback, right? He just kind of is like, they all grew up and had great lives. Except for that one guy who became a hippie and he disappeared. Uh-oh.
That was Bertram. Yeah, Bertram got really into the 60s and no one ever saw him again.
Honestly, he's probably having a great time, though. I'm good. That's my fan theory. He's still alive, living his best life.
I love it.
All the others were so ridiculous, like military school, developed bungee jumping. The two brothers became architects, invented mini malls. There's everybody came out, went on to do crazy things. Bertram, the guy who was on the tequila, throwing up on girls, he just got
real into the drugs. Wow.
So, interesting. One thing that I wanted to say that I thought was pretty interesting was I always remember this movie as Benny made it to the big leagues, but rewatching it, I listened to it and they're like, pinch running is Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez. So he wasn't, I mean, he still made it to the big leagues, but I always thought of him was he was on third base, but he just pinch ran.
What does that mean?
So
because I'm oh no.
So let's say I am playing in the main starting lineup or whatever, and I get a hit and I make it to third base somehow, and maybe I'm a slower player, like Babe Ruth maybe, and if they want someone fast who's going to score to get to home, they might pinch run for me. So have someone from the bench run for me who's faster.
So you could just tap in and out. I didn't know that.
No. You can't tap in and out. If you tap in, that means I'm out. But it also means he wasn't a starter or whatever. He was just pinch running. But I mean, he was also Benny the Jet.
They just use him for those rubber legs.
Exactly.
Rubber legs.
But my entire life, I probably watched that movie 20, 30 times as a child, in the background, whatever, and I never knew that fact. So I thought that was interesting.
I love this. New knowledge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Well, Scott, Bridge, here's the question. Would you watch or don't watch this movie?
If you don't watch this, I will smack you. It is so good.
Wow. Bridget will break a bat over your head. Just like Scott
I'll throw
did.
you into the deep end when you can't swim and not save you.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Scott, you're the best for picking it. Excellent pick.
It's a classic. I think anybody who doesn't enjoy at least some of the one-liners, you're killing me, Smalls, or how's he doing?
You're killing me, Smalls.
There's just so many good. And from an ethical standpoint, a couple misogynistic points, but not so bad.
Not so bad.
As a whole, pretty good family movie.
Yeah,
yes.
could have been worse, from a lot of 90s movies that are really bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well.
So can I just say,
yes.
Bridge and Katie,
Scott,
if you ever are in the background, maybe tossing a frisbee to each other, and maybe the frisbee goes over a fence into the neighbor's yard.
Oh my god!
And the neighbor has I don't know, maybe a dog who's big or small and yipes and barks and might bite you. I'm gonna just say I won't let either of you put on your PF flyers and jump over the fence.
Thanks, Scott.
I'm gonna go around the house and knock on the front door. And I will ask that owner to get the frisbee, and I'll save us a lot of pain, a lot of anguish, possible police activity for trespassing and breaking down fences and potentially knocking over fences.
God.
Wow.
Because I love you both, and I miss you too.
We love you.
Oh my
gosh.
That was, how do we top that, Kate? We can't.
I can't because I don't know any baseball term. There's nothing to say.
The only thing I could think of is as you get your flashlight to tell this made up story, Kate, maybe I'll steal the batteries from you.
Oh, okay.
Because I love you. And we'll let Scott go to the front door.
Okay.
Forever.
Oh my god. Wow, I love that. Well, Scott, hang tight because you're gonna be here for this ride, but Bridge, it's my turn to pick a next movie. And actually, our next pick, I should say, will be our last episode of the month, which means it's going to be our nostalgic happy hour. If you are a new listener, at the end of the month, we do one episode where we are reviewing something that is not as nostalgic. So it's something that's a little bit newer. We've done TV shows, we've done movies, but we're gonna do a TV show, Bridge.
Girl.
Hi, listeners. It's Katie talking to you from the future, I guess, from when this episode was recorded. There has been a recent event in the news that made Bridget and I decide to change next week's episode. So it's going to be a surprise. I will not tell you what next episode is. You will have to just tune in and see. So take some guesses. What could it be? Read your papers. See what the big news is.
And listeners, if you also, going back to the Sandlot, if you also loved our cousin Scotty Smalls, and if you think that Benny the Jet and the movie Smalls should date, if they're not already, and if you think that Hercules the dog is best and more professional baseball teams should have live action mascots that are animals, specifically dogs, you should write us a review.
Hey.
We love reviews. We love written reviews. You can review us on Apple Podcasts along with some other podcasting apps. We also have a website, sisterswhoseenit.com. So our cousin Scott followed the directions. He went on the website. He filled out the form. He requested a movie, and here he is. He got it done. That's right.
You could be here too.
Wow. This could be you. This could be you, listeners. So get on there and make your request. We have a list. We go through the list, and we'll do it eventually. And Bridge, what else can they do on our website?
They can buy us coffee, which is money, please.
Money, please.
And that's nice. But also, we have merchandise that you can buy.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you right now, Scott, I have one ready for you.
Oh my God.
Give it to me.
I haven't actually published it yet.
Oh my God. I'm so excited.
Or designed it. So, but I have it ready. I have a sketch ready. So should I spoil it for you now or send it to you perfectly ready to go later? Which one do you want?
I want it to be perfectly ready later.
Okay. Then it requires...
You don't get many surprises as an adult.
I love this. Then it requires you to determine how would Scotty be spelled.
Ooh.
Your Scotty.
I would say Scotty.
Okay, go on our merchandise site because you're going to see something amazing.
Scotty Smalls.
It might be a 1 foot long brimmed hat. Who knows?
Oh, no.
I hope that's exactly what it is.
Oh, no.
That'd be amazing. It's just the longest hat he's ever owned. Oh, my God. Yes. So thank you so much to our cousin Scott. This was so much fun.
Thank you, Scott. You're the best.
Good times. This is fun.
You came with such, you've always had this type of energy, but you just came with such amazing energy.
I feel like we could have talked for 2 more hours about this movie.
Oh,
we
my
definitely
God.
definitely could, but I'd have a heart attack editing, so.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
I'm just kidding.
I just loved it. This is so much fun. Thank you for having me. This was great. I miss you too.
Love you, Scott.
Oh, we love you. All right, listeners. So we'll see y'all next week.
See you then.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
I love you. Bye-bye.
I love you. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswhoseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.